Hello, this is a new COBI set for 2022. It's the Israeli tank, the Merkava, or Merkava, however you choose to pronounce it. This set comes with 825 pieces, and I bought it for, I think it was about $80 US shipped. I think you can get it as cheap as $70 shipped if you shop around. I got mine off Amazon, and I built this live over on Twitch. I bought it because I didn't know anything about the tank itself. I had seen pictures of the real life tank and thought it looked really cool. But looking at this model, honestly had forgotten about it. When I saw this model, I was like, oh yeah, I need that. I need that in my collection because I just want to have a nice variety. This just has a very futuristic look to it, even though this is not the most modern version of this tank. It's a Mark 1/2. I think it's a little bit closer to a Mark II just from what little I've seen in just a tiny bit of research. Because this is from COBI, it comes with no stickers these days, so anything that looks like a decoration is indeed a print. There are a fair number of those, and I just like the look of this thing. It's a really interesting thing in universe because it's a front engine tank. This version was using a 105 millimeter gun. The more recent ones use 120 millimeter guns, but front engine, and then a really easy to access port for ingress egress of the crew from the back. Now this doesn't really show that all that well, and it doesn't have any space for people to go inside of it. Some of these get converted even to APCs, but this does also have a hatch. Interestingly, it does not come with any figures whatsoever. None. Odd. I mean, not that that's the biggest loss, given that it's just not opening for you. Come on, one-handed. You can. Yeah, there we go. COBI figures are the stuff of nightmares, but at least they give you space to put some figures in there, and you could potentially put some non-COBI figures in there if you want. You got another print over there. You build up the little netting that goes in the tries to fill up a little bit of the space underneath the rear of the turret. The turret's able to rotate around, of course. This hatch here, which is just a print, it's a little bit weak, but it can actually be rotated off to the side and stand another figure right down in there if you want to. But in addition to rotating the turret around, you can also angle the barrel up and down. It can angle down a fair amount, up quite a lot. And if I move this out of the way now, I can open up the engine compartment hatch, folds forward, more prints in there. Not completely the most necessary thing, but I appreciate them. And just a little bit of engine detail, not a whole lot, but a bit. There's actually a little bit more that you build down below there than it looks like. I think maybe a little bit more than they're necessarily needed to be, but it's nice to have that detail. I like COBI's parts. They have so many interesting parts. Almost every time I get a new COBI set, I discover or I notice a part that I didn't know existed before. And it's always a pleasant surprise for sure. There are a ton of road wheels on this because they're actually doubled up. So you have to put the tires on every single one of those independently. And of course you do have to put the tracks together. It's very flat underneath. Couple extra spare segments of track on the back. And that's about it. I just, again, really like the look of this, the build of it. Kind of went pretty much as expected. Nothing too unusual here. I think it does a good job of capturing the look of this vehicle. And if you didn't notice, I should have pointed this out earlier, but if you didn't notice, this color is not gray. It's like a dark desaturated beige, which pretty closely matches the specific one that it is based off, taking inspiration from a specific tank that is in the German Tank Museum that COBI works in conjunction with on a pretty regular basis. So good job, COBI, on the design. I think this even looks better in person than it did in the pictures. The only thing I don't like here is the price. Definitely, I would much prefer this to be in the like $55 range, 60 maybe. So 70 to 80 is definitely stretching things beyond what I'm comfortable with or what I would be comfortable recommending, especially considering that it doesn't come with any figures. So obviously I bought the thing anyway for myself because I wanted it that badly, but I would prefer to see this on sale. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.